Okay, here's all your stuff. I see you've returned with the ingredients. Here you are, Father. Please accept my thanks, now I can get back to making the medicine. I'd like to accept these as well as a token of my appreciation. Terra bombs, that's your bomb, thank you very much, Father. You happen to make these as well, that's correct, there's not much of it, but it should come in handy. Thank you for your concern. We'll make good use of it. Good luck with the remainder of your tasks. May Eidos' guidance be with you. Cool beans. Welcome, this is the shop's orbital factory. Oh, you wouldn't happen to be the students from Thor's, would you? That's correct. We're here in regards to your request. It involved replacing the orbit light in a road lamp on the highway, right? Could we ask for the details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of our local road lamps on the western highway stopped working the other day, and the cause of that is the orbit light inside it breaking. So basically, I want you all to go switch the broken orbit light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. So that's all that's required of us is to replace the broken one with this then. Yep, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the western highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a windmill in front of it and that you can't miss the lamps near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to make sure it's the right one. It'll have BO2 written on it. Near the windmill in front of the nature park, understood. Is it safe to leave such work in our hands? I believe none of us have any experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light out and putting in a new one. Simple. Guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering the code to unlock it, but you can just write that down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance panel, so it's 466515. 466515. 466515. Got it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much more likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want to be is caught off guard by monsters. I see. Thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it. Would you mind heading out to do it now? Leave it to us. Let's go then. And yes. So, back to where I already was. I'm guessing this is an example of one of them. Probably looking for something like that then. Now, the more I think about it, the more the you have 2 days makes me think that, that's probably it. Maybe not. Maybe up there. That the point of that is you get 1 heal, basically. Very least, that's the impression I'm getting. Ooh, chest. And I'm not seeing this. No, it's all the way over there. Oh, by the windmill. Okay. Okay. My bad. I figured it would be closer. It's supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? This light doesn't appear to be working, which means it's probably the one Seamus was referring to. Probably. Let's check the number on it. BO2. Yep, this is the one. Alright, we must enter the code after taking care of our uninvited guest. What? Monsters. Hey there, buddies. There sure are a lot of them. Guess those lights really do work. Oh, we'll need to change that quickly. Green, can we entrust the task to you? Sure thing. The rest of you keep the monsters at bay while I make the switch. You can count on us. Okay, first things first, I need to input the code to open the maintenance hatch. Pretty sure it was 466515. 466515, that should do it. It opened. Now to get the orbit light in place. And we're good. Thank you so much for your help. Looks like things have finally calmed down. Thankfully, hard to believe how much of a difference those things make. You got that done in record time, Reen. So I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was pretty simple procedure, all things considered, since I wasn't being I don't know that word. I've never heard that word before. Harangued by monsters the whole time? Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yeah, now we just need to report back to Seamus. Yep. And what are the chances my next assignment will take me out here to this exact place again? Gotta be at least 50-50. Here is your broken light bulb. Hey there, I take it's a job done. It is. Allow us to give you a detailed report on it, too. We're going to explain what happened while they replaced the orbit light. We have the old orbit light here, too. Thanks. I'll get this fixed up as soon as it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters, though. They were hardly a threat. we didn't take their quest knowing it could be dangerous, after all. You military academy kids really are a tough lot. Oh, yeah. I can't forget to give you a reward now, can I? Ooh, great. Are you sure we can have some of your quartz? Yeah, of course. You did some solid work after all. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your ordnance a checkup. Okay, what do we got left? Scary dinosaur. Not East Celtic. Oh, it's the other one. Okay. I'll just head there. Go fight this scary dinosaur. This must be the farm that put out that monster extermination request. Should we go inside and ask for more details? Yeah, we might as well. Certainly better than just wandering around blindly till we find the thing. Agreed. We're here, so we might. So now's as good a time as any to introduce ourselves and ingratiate ourselves to the locals, I guess. I suppose.
Wow, this farmhouse is huge.
Oh, look at the cows.
Yeah. Can we go in? No! Let us in for the cows. The cows stink. Harvesting the crops is exhausting. Farm work is just the worst. Why did I have to be born into a family like this? What brings you here? If you're looking for my granddad, he's inside. Okay. Maybe he'll let me see the cows. Let me see the cows or else. Hello, would you happen to be Zero? We're here to take care of the monster that's causing issues here. As such, we'd like some further details on it. Oh, you are? I'm the man you're looking for, then. Well, I did know that it would be a student taking care of it. I wasn't aware that you had young ladies in your company. The rest of you are younger than I expected too. Perhaps this request may be a bit too dangerous for you after all. Thank you for your concern. However, there's no need to worry. All of us here have combat experience already. Indeed. This all serves as part of my training too, so please allow us to undertake the request. If you insist, you'll come across a plateau of sorts if you proceed beyond here. That's where the monster tends to appear. It truly is a ferocious one. So much so that passing by the area is impossible, as it attacks everything it sees. Do take extra care when approaching it. Right. Being careless with this one doesn't seem like an option. Indeed, we'll have to be thoroughly prepared for it and definitely save beforehand. Allow us to make our way there once our preparations are complete then. Yeah, let's give this everything we've got. Will do. I assume this way, so let's go ahead and save.
Transcontinental Railroad, huh? Guess that'll take you out of the country.
Yeah, if you keep on heading east, you'd eventually reach Gorelia Fortress.
I'm guessing that's where it is. I don't need to grind anymore, so I want the treasure chest though. I'll just go take it now. I'll just go fight it right now. Oh my, yep, scary dinosaur indeed. Is that the monster we're looking for? It certainly does seem to be. It looks pretty tough. What should we do? We don't really have any choice, do we? We have to kill it. It's causing problems for the farmers. Everyone, double check your equipment. We need to be prepared for whatever this thing might throw at us. Understood? Right. Go!
This looks tough. Careful!
Okay.
Fool!
Good job.
Go!
Huh. Okay. Is this gonna get everyone? Yep, this still gets everyone.
Alright, let's do this!
Okay, leave it to me. Of course.
Armor breaker. That seems like an important one to use there.
Now,
I'll pick you up! Keep it up, everyone!
And here's my support and healing for a while.
Right.
Do we have any information on it? Basically nothing's very effective against it, but water's pretty good. Water's really good. Got any arts going on here that are water? Nope. Might as well just see how effective. Mildly.
It's my turn.
So what was it? Second worst? Let's try this.
Turn to flames. Burn!
Mildly effective? I've never actually tried this. Mildly effective, and it seems to have stunned it. That's stun. Unbalanced. No, let's hit this again.
shatter. Off guard.
I'll pick you up!
I don't have any good single attack ones
There!
for Areen. I want to fix that in the future.
I've got you.
Wow, everything I'm hitting him with has. Ooh, that is what I wanted to use. Everything's getting critical now that I think. It has to be him being stunned or something. I didn't see what the other ones were, but
Nicely done, Lisa.
Same to you. That was great.
nicely done indeed. Easy peasy. Oh, cool. I didn't know we could level those up. Impassion. Okay. Cannon. Tira. Cool.
I did it.
That takes care of that. I don't know how we did, but we won. Why do you always say that? Like, every time you say that, it was like an easier fight. But it would have been even tougher if not for the power of our combat links. I hate to admit it, but Arcus does seem to have a lot of potential. You hate to admit it? Why? Never mind that. We should go tell people at the farm that we took care of the monster they reported. Oh, yeah. I hope they're pleased. You... Something the matter, Laura? Laura? No, it's nothing. Let's go. You noticed something, didn't you? You noticed something, tell me. I'm curious. Okay. Took care of it, old man. Oh, I assume you've taken care of the monster then. That's correct. Thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Celtic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area, and Celtic as a whole really, is on the very outskirts of the Cruisin province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. That's not too hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. Well, that certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all your reward for this. Please, take this. Oh, thank you for the eggs, and stars berry, and the honey syrup, and the coarse rock salt. Yeah, that's pretty specific. That's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all your help, it's the least I can do. I hope you enjoy them. These look great, thank you. Don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging into these. I'm rather jealous that you have the opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. That's one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately, though, it's not all good. It's been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing is becoming a much easier task now thanks to the transcontinental railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more can be now legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you, too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything come up. Whew. Guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same. I don't venture on the highways very often. But the two of you seem okay, though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside, too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there, if she's not passed out. We can give her a report, and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That'd definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything other than about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright, then, let's head back to town. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get more tasks. Oh, great! Great! Great. Don't give crap. The one paid. What's going on? It sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. I'll say why not. Should be interesting. We don't have to do anything. Don't give me that crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I am the one who paid for the spot. Look, I've even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and Vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. There seems to be a question over which of these two, gentlemen gets control of this area to set up a stall. The young merchant over there is a local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the market are issued by the province's ruling lord. So, for Celtic, that would be... Ah. This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I knew he was going to say that. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourselves. You've been worked into a rage. What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We are having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you to not interfere. Since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like, adults? What did you say to me? We're students from Thor's Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? So they're a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Eidos' name is happening here? Oh, now look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what happened. I understand both of you have the permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask both of you to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Ah, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now. Yeah, I guess the guy's in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the infamous... Infamous, eh? From the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Ado, and I'm the manager of Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you. If you'd be so kind as to come along, I'll treat you to some tea. What? He got fucked over? The local guy got fucked over? Why? That's gonna be the theme of this, isn't it? So you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Indeed, Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome tasks off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we were there at all. So, both the merchants will be taking turns using the same stall in the front of the market? That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise where they would each make use of the front stall on alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved near the back of the market, however, is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but it's still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issue of marketing permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If you can't handle it, the local economy can really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, the responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Cruisin province is ruled by Duke Alberea, one of the foremost powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke's household is getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales task for our market rather significantly. With a larger percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like the one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. I see. Sales task is something which should be not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown how damaging such actions can be. Huh, I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've gone to Berhard I forgot how it was pronounced again. Numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gates without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might be getting careless when dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, the Provincial Army's main priority is maintaining the status quo throughout their territory, so mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. That's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is just how we have to do exposition in this game. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourself with it. You need to be focused on your field study. I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit, then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind, too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry, we are. We'll do our very best to meet your expectations. Ah, okay. This is the mayor's house. I was here briefly before. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control, and as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing his own people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I heard rumors about the current head of the House Alberea. The current head is Eustace's dad, right? So couldn't we just ask Eustace for some help here? No, that's really out of line. I doubt there's anything he could do in the first place. Among the nobility, decisions are made by the head of the house, and they are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, the old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the 4 great houses. I guess that's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent. That's gotta be Sarah. You did this on purpose. You brought us here to see this situation. What are you plotting? There's more to this than just expanding our worldviews. What brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done, as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Palm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. I will be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. Can we do nothing? I say we do nothing. I can't believe it. It's as if she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn, can she read minds or something? I suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have to write our reports and an early dinner, it seems. Yep, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table even without making it to my bed. Don't worry, Elliot. I'll carry you back to your bed if you really need to.